we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you so much to the new subscribers and the returning subscribers. I don't take you for granted. I really appreciate. Now, today's video, there are some things that I have always said are very, very peculiar with the people of Jamaica. There are some things that we cannot explain how they happen in Jamaica, some extraordinary things. Like, for example, we cannot explain how the waters of Jamaica in one of the rivers can treat people. We cannot explain how one of the lagoons in Jamaica has actually water that causes the skin to grow. We cannot explain how Jamaica has one of the largest butterfly in the world. Neither can we explain how Jamaica, as a small country with very low population, has hit the headline of the world, has hit the headline of winning, has hit the headline of being on the top there. You cannot explain how Jamaica, a small nation, has fought for the justice, for equality, for independence of other huge, big, large countries more than itself. Hey, guys, and you cannot also explain how Jamaica was made in such a way that it is in the middle of masses of water with very natural beauty and the best agricultural soil in the whole world. All these things cannot be explained. And the other day, I came across this video whereby Jamaica are now the ones that are refining the oil to other countries. Jamaica have no oil at the moment because its oil is being investigated whether it's commercial. And therefore, Jamaica takes their oil for Trinidad and Tobago and for Guyana, I think, and other countries to actually refine it for them and then sell to them. Some of the things that we see in Jamaica are extraordinary. And I came to ask myself, how comes Jamaicans look like they are a small country, but they are doing great things, they are doing mighty works there outside the world and even within its walls? And I came to realize Jamaica for sure could be part of the people that God chose, the Israelites. And today I want to prove to you that Jamaica somehow are related with the people that we read in the Bible that were chosen by God, delivered from the rod of oppression, and they became a chosen nation, a holy priesthood. And maybe that can explain why Jamaicans are able to do all this, yet it is a small land. Now let us go to how Jamaicans are somehow related with the people that we read in the Bible called the Israelites. First of all, I want to say the Jews from the Iberia Peninsula, the Jews from the Iberian Peninsula, but mainly Portugal, settled in Jamaica at the beginning of 1530. So there are some Jews that came from Liberia and came and settled in Jamaica in 1530. At this time, the island was a Spanish territory. Remember the history of Jamaica? The Taino people, the Spanish people displacing the Taino people, the Spanish people being displaced by the British people, and later the Maroon people fighting the British people to liberate Jamaica from slavery. So at this time, when these Jews were coming from Liberia and settling in Jamaica, the Spanish people were the one that had colonized Jamaica. And it is said many Jews were fleeing from Spain because of the persecution of the Holy Inquisition. We have heard about persecution that was going on of the Jews in Spain. And therefore, of course, when there is trouble, you're going to run to a place where you can be accommodated, where you can be loved, where people can show you great concern. And therefore, some of these Jews came and settled in Jamaica, and we all know Jamaicans are accommodating, Jamaicans are loving, Jamaicans are welcoming people. And therefore, they welcomed the Jews that had come from Liberia. When the British captured Jamaica from the Spanish rule in 1655, the Jews who were living there as converts, there is a baby crying, guys. So the Jews that were living there as converts began to practice their faith openly. We all know that Jamaicans are very, very God-fearing people, and they reverence God. And that is why we have a church at every mile in Jamaica. There are so many churches in Jamaica, and therefore these Jews, when the British people took power, they started practicing their faith openly. By 1611, the island of Jamaica had reached an estimate population of 1,500 people, who were, some of them were Jews. So that is one way that explains why Jamaicans could somehow be related to the people of Israel. Another version says that there was this guy who was called Tacitus. Is it Tacitus? Tacitus, who lived in 80 AD. And according to this guy, this is what he said. So, according to this guy, the Roman historian, actually this guy is a Roman historian, and he says that many Romans of his time believed that the Jews originated from Ethiopia. Remember, the Rastafarian community believes that Ethiopia is where Haile Selassie, and of course we know Haile Selassie was from Ethiopia, and they really believe that Haile Selassie was one of the great people that God used. So, according to this person, he believes that the Romans of his time came from Ethiopia. This statement may explain how the Hebrew ancestors of Jamaicans migrated to the west coast of Africa from Egypt and Ethiopia. So there is another way that can explain why Jamaicans could be the chosen people, the Israelites. So according to this guy, some of the Romans of his time were believed to have come from Ethiopia. And this statement alone explains how the Hebrews, ancestors of Jamaicans, migrated to the west coast of Africa from Egypt and Ethiopia. We all know that the black Jamaicans originated from West Africa, Ghana, and Nigeria. And therefore, this is the version. The Akan people, we all know that the Akan people were the ancestors of the current black Jamaicans. And therefore, the Akan people shared the same boundary with the people of Israel, or were the same stock as Israel before they migrated to Africa. So this could have been the same people, or they were sharing boundaries with the people of Israel. The name Asante, that we all know from the Akan community, is connected to one of the families of the Hebrew Israelites, Tobi of Judah. So in other words, the name Asante comes from the tribe of Judah. Remember that the Israelites had the 12 tribes according to the 12 sons of Jacob. And therefore we can see Asante referred to as Judah, and the outmost cities of the children of Judah were Ribna and Ether and Ashan. Ashan is the name that was given to Joshua. Remember that Ribna and Ether and Ashan, I think it represents Caleb, Aaron, and Joshua. Those were the people that God used in a mighty way to deliver the people of Israel Israel from slavery to the promised land. Can you see the connection between Jamaicans and the people of Israel? All the questions that we wonder, how Jamaicans got all this power, are able to do all these great things, innovation, winning in almost everything they do. Remember, God promised the people of Israel, whatever you touch with your hands, I will bless it. I will establish you. I will put you ahead of all the nations. And we can see for sure, Jamaicans are heading to a place whereby they are conquering a lot. We have seen the projects that are going on in Jamaica, the construction of roads, the construction of the railway line, the construction of hospitals, the construction of airports, the construction of, what do we call them? Houses. And therefore, Jamaica is transforming day and night. Not forgetting the minerals that are coming up in Jamaica. Jamaica itself has minerals, but recently we have seen the discovery of gold, we have seen the discovery of oil, meaning that Jamaica is going very far. Remember, it was the promise of God that He will take care of His people. He will establish them. He will provide for them. He will fight for them. How do you explain Nani, the Maroon, was able, together with the other Maroon people, to actually subdue a British army that was equipped with very, very great weapons and sophisticated weapons? Because it was not Nani and the Maroon that were fighting the battle, it was God fighting for His people. Guys, you might not believe it, but this is the truth. God promised the Israelites, as long as you obey me, I'm going to fight your battles. I'm going to make you ahead of all the nations. What do we see in Jamaica? Athletics, they are reading. Netball, they are reading. What else? Readership, they are reading. They read in positions all over the world. Let us go on with the history. So the Ashan was Joshua. The name Ebo is said to be name Hebrew. The name Ebo is found in the Akan community. And according to this person, it means Hebrew. Hebrew are the Israelites that we read about today. The Yoruba people has a part of them, population, the black Jews. Remember that the Yoruba people were from Nigeria, and the original places of the current Jamaican people was Nigeria and Ghana. So the Yoruba people were actually had a part of them who are the black Jews, whom they called Imo-Yo. Imo-Yo, meaning that they were black Jews, or rather it meant strange people. These Jews called themselves Bunai Ephraim, sons of Ephraim. And remember that Ephraim was one of the 12 sons of Jacob. Can you see the relationship? Let's go on and discover how Jamaicans are related to the people of Israel. So Ephraim is one of the sons of Jacob amongst the 12 tribes of Israel. And therefore we can see the Yoruba people are actually related to the people of Israel through Ephraim. And we have seen the Akan people are related to the people of Israel through Joshua, Caleb, and Aaron. And therefore we can see a lot of relationship between the people of Jamaica and the people that God chose and promised to deliver them, to fight for them, to establish them, to put them above every other nation. Could Jamaicans be these people that God chose to fulfill His purpose on earth? According to what we have seen a lot of things that cannot be explained in Jamaica. And this tells us this could actually be the chosen people, the chosen generation, the holy priesthood. And the fact that Jamaicans are God-fearing and they reverence God and they adore God makes us to believe even more that these are the chosen people. Some of you guys have told me about Deuteronomy 28, 64 to 68. It talks about how God prophesied that his people will be captured, they'll go to slavery, and later he's going to release them. And we can see a lot of similarity with the way the people of Jamaica were captured from West Africa to slavery, and the way God fought for them and were liberated, and they became the current Jamaicans that we know. This race is a chosen people, and therefore the Jamaicans, what they need to do is just to reference God, fear God, honor God, and God will put them above every other nation, because that is what God has promised to the people of Israel. And we have seen for sure Jamaicans and the people of Israel are very, very par. They are same and the same people. And now I think I've explained to you about the extraordinary things that we see in Jamaica which cannot be explained. Because God is backing the people of Jamaica. God is there to defend them, to fight for them, to establish them, to bless them, to honor them, and all that. Thank you once again for watching me. I hope you enjoyed the history and the origin of the people of Jamaica and the relationship between the people of Jamaica and the current Israelites. See you during the next video. Kindly share, and subscribe to the channel, and we are going to appreciate. See you then.